So if you want to know what it takes to keep a local family-owned business going, you should just walk a mile in George's Shoes.
Yeah, George's Shoes and Repair has been around for more than 100 years. Emma Roscoe visits the shop in Arden Hills to find out how they earned the reputation for being able to repair virtually anything.
There are plenty of comfortable, brand new shoes here at George's Shoe Repair, but my eyes, Ron George, were drawn right to what looks like pure foot torture. What are these?
Older shoes, a lot of them are this style, early 1900s.
So you have a little bit of a shoe fetish, should I say?
I do. Yeah, my dad had an old pair, and I always loved them. They were in the store, so we started collecting them. We got a pretty good variety of them here.
Well, it's really appropriate. Your business started in 1905.
Yep.
How?
My grandfather used to make shoes and sell them back in Lebanon.
Now today, of course, we have Velcro, easy fastening, but back in the day...
Buttons, and buttons weren't too easy. They're pretty small, so they have this little tool called a button hook that they'd fish through and pull a button through.
Now the button-up shoes are old, but this is an actual piece of your family's history. What is it, first of all?
Well, it's a harness machine. My grandfather back in the Dakotas used to do a lot of tack work, you know, different horse collars, reins, stuff like that. So it's a heavy-duty sewing machine that we came across. It still works. We use it more for display.
But your grandfather actually worked on it.
Yep.
We are in the back workroom now, and it is an explosion of soles and leather and laces and oldish equipment. So, Ron, how long has this machine been in the family?
I'm thinking late 50s, maybe early 1960s. My dad had one of these when he was in business.
And you use it every day?
Every day. When we're putting new soles, leather soles or rubber soles on men's shoes, it goes around. It's a pretty heavy-duty guy. It punches a hole from the bottom of the heavy awl, and then there's a needle that goes down, hooks around, and pulls the thread up. So you can see that it goes through everything.
Wow.
So a lot of your high-end shoes, your Allen Edmonds, Johnson & Murphy's, things like that will be sewn, stitched.
I want to introduce you to Luke George, Ron's son, and first we have to test out the old adage, does the cobbler's son go without shoes? In fact, no. He is fully shod, that's good to know. But as far as other people's shoes, when is it not a good idea to get something resold? You can do just about anything.
Yeah, well, here's an example right here, a shoe that's pretty well shot but can be saved. And we're actually waiting to hear back from the customer himself to see if he wants to invest in more money, as we came across a surprise once we took the shoe apart.
Just like an old house.
Yes, as the floorboard is gone, we need to recreate that, remake it, and then get into resoling.
Well, we've established that they're experts, so when we come back, we're going to find out how to remove salt stains from your winter boots and other seasonal tips. That's when we come back.
And that's a good tip. That's a really good, because we know how, you know, especially those Ugg boots.
Oh, yeah, those are
it's pretty salty
hard to clean.
this
But,
time of year.
well, the warm weather means extra sloppy conditions right now, and odds are you probably stepped in a few puddles recently.
Yeah, but there are ways to keep your shoes looking their best. Emma Roscoe visited George's Shoes and Repair in Arden Hills.
She figures that they can be trusted to care for Madonna's shoes. They did. They can probably be pretty good with our kicks.
George's Shoe Repair here in Arden Hills has been around in various locations since 1905. Over the years, they've worked on Neil Diamond's shoes, even Madonna's when she was passing through town in 2012. So I'm thinking we can get some good shoe care tips from these guys. We are in the backroom workshop now, and a problem many of us have at this time of year is salt stains on our boots. And Luke, George, how do we do that at home? How do we take care of it?
Well, once you get the salt stains on your shoe and you see that white residue, you want to get a desalting solution, which I have here in this spray bottle. And then once you get it saturated, you want to scrub the areas that have the salt damage.
So you were spraying with desalter, not water?
Correct, yes. For the home user, you'll be buying a bottle that we have here, and you can put this into a little bowl and dip a little brush into it if you have one at home, or we have these here. You can dip it into a brush and then you scrub right onto the shoe itself.
Now maybe we could have prevented those salt stains in the first place with a water and stain protector, but you recommend a certain one. They're not all created equal.
That's very true. For suede, you want to use a non-silicone based waterproofing repellent.
Non-silicone based, why?
Non-silicone. Because the silicone can discolor the lighter color materials. And this one, non-silicone based, doesn't affect the color on anything.
Now, some of the equipment the folks at George's use to repair and fix shoes have been around almost as long as the company, but this is brand new technology.
We have a steam machine that does a more aggressive cleaning approach on the shoe itself.
Whoa.
That is a lot easier to do than us ourselves by hand. The steam really does a good job of getting into between all the creases.
It's sort of like power washing your deck for your
It
shoes.
certainly is. A little bit less so powerful.
But to keep your beloved boots looking like new as long as possible, it takes more than waterproofing, it takes conditioning.
Yes, just like our own skin. In the wintertime, if we were never to use lotion or moisturizer, our skin would be cracking. Think of our shoes that way. You need to keep up on the shoes and apply. This is one of our top conditioners that we use, which is Bic-More, Bic-4. It's a great lotion that doesn't discolor any shoes and enriches the leather to keep it healthy and good looking.
Well, if that's just not your jam, taking care of shoes, remember you can bring them here, or remember, sandal season is right around the corner. Back to you.